Hello, I'm David Gerard, and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you Monday to Friday. Today, call ahead, just in case. By popular demand, so many people sent this story in. Welcome to Wellborough. It's a village in Tasmania, the southernmost state of Australia. Lots of tourists come through there. You can fossick for sapphires in the Weld River, wearing a wetsuit because the river is freezing cold. One thing Wellborough doesn't have is anything warmer than cold. Kirsty Probert runs the Weldborough Hotel, the pub in Weldborough. She was surprised when from around September last year, she started getting tourists calling up asking about the hot springs in the area. There are no hot springs in Weldborough. On January 20th, Probert called up ABC Radio Hobart and told them all about it.
In the last couple of months, I've just had a lot of people ringing and turning up, looking for the Wellborough hot springs. And I've done a bit of research because it keeps happening. And I was like, first up, it was just a one-off. But I'm getting daily phone calls and people turning up to the pub. And there's an actual website for Tasmanian tours saying that there's hot springs in a number of locations in Tasmania, including Wellborough, which is just not the case. So the Weld River, which runs through Wellborough, is freezing cold, but it's definitely not a hot spring.
The Tasmanian Tours website was great. It really sold you on the experience. Quote, "Its reputation as a tranquil haven has made it a favourite among local hiking groups, wellness retreat organisers, and anyone wanting to experience one of the more untouched hot springs Tasmania has to offer." Unquote. You'll be shocked to hear the website was full of text and photos generated with AI. ABC got in touch with Tasmania Tours owner Scott Hennessy. He told them, quote, "Our AI has messed up completely," unquote. Tasmania Tours outsources its marketing posts. Usually they check them, but Hennessy was out of the country at this time. The post went up in July last year. By September, Probert was getting calls at the pub asking about these really great hot springs.
We're actually receiving phone calls on the daily asking about if they're close to the pub, if they book accommodation, and and I just have to let them down gently. I actually had a group of 24 drivers turn up there 2 days ago that were on a trip from the mainland, and they'd actually taken a detour to come to the hot springs. And I said, if you find the hot springs, come back and let me know and I'll shout your beers all night. But they never came back.
Probert phoned up Tasmania Tours and she had a good chat with Scott Hennessy, and she reassures people that Tasmania Tours is on the level. Quote, "It's hard to keep everything up to date and relevant as a small business. They seem like lovely people and we've all made mistakes. I think this was quite a funny one." Unquote. But you can bet Hennessy's checking everything 3 times from now on. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. It's Pledge Week at Pivot to AI, and more patrons have opted in to a mention. Patreon reads are a bit much to do every episode, but we'll do this one specially. Here are yet more very smart, on the ball, and fabulously attractive people you should be admiring. Adriano Alves, Alison F., Brian, Castanaga, Charlotte K.L., D. Sagman, who is also a top chap I've known for years, Esin, Greg Leo, Igit32, Jake Boyd, Jua, Manny Mo, Max DZ8, Melanie Nelson, Michael J. Nemeth, who says, quote, "When the bubble pops, I'm going to want it on the record I was among those who called it for what it was," unquote. Thomas Perriton and Torkel. If you want to join this very select list, just drop $5 into the Patreon listed in the show notes. Or, if you're on YouTube, hit the join button below the video. If you don't have money, that's fine. I don't either. Just tell one person, in fact, tell everyone about Pivot to AI. Thank you all. I will see you on Monday, and bye for now.